Welcome to today's video. In this video, I am out in front of another new construction community, this time in Northwest Tucson. This community is called Summerstone, and I'm gonna take you on a personal tour from my perspective of over 15 years of experience as both a real estate appraiser and a realtor. I'm gonna give you the inside scoop and my honest thoughts on this community in Northwest Tucson. We're gonna cover a lot. It's gonna be really exciting. And when you watch this video all the way through to the end, I'm also gonna give you 3 things about this community that are really, really special. They're unique to this community, and you're not gonna find a whole lot of places in Tucson. So make sure you stay tuned for that. One of those is actually gonna be really important for resale value if and when down the road you decide to sell your home. So stay tuned, let's jump in. Hey, I'm Rich, and if this is your very first time to the channel and you want to know all there is to know about lifestyle, real estate, and new builds in Tucson and the greater Tucson area, then you have definitely come to the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay tuned in. Tap the bell for notifications so you can be notified and the first to learn everything that you want to know. So to start off our tour, we are in Northwest Tucson, and this community, Summerstone, is a Meritage community. Meritage is a big national builder, one of the largest national builders. Great reputation, do some independent research. I always advise that. There's several builders that operate in Tucson. Meritage is one of them that I personally would have no problem buying a home, putting my family in one of their houses. I have helped a lot of buyers buy their properties. I've been party to a lot of the home inspections for their properties. I've seen how they handle challenges that sometimes arise in the new build process and them stepping up to the plate. So I think if you're looking for a great builder, Meritage is an incredible option and a great example of what a good builder has to offer, especially in Tucson. Now a little bit more about the area that we're in. I'm standing in front of the sales office, and if you can see out in the distance, we're just surrounded by incredible mountains. So if that is something that draws you to Tucson, maybe you already live here and you're just considering a different area of town or a better view, this is an incredible place to consider. Most of the lots here actually don't have any neighbors to the rear. So that's pretty special because you're gonna get a lot more privacy. You're gonna have a much higher likelihood of views. You can see that this tract of houses right here has just an awesome, awesome view of the surrounding mountains. You've got these close hills / mountains. Depending on where you live, honestly, those would be considered mountains. But living in Southern Arizona, I suppose we are accustomed to huge, pretty massive mountains. So I'd struggle trying to call that a mountain. I feel like it's more of a hill out here. But for some, maybe you, if you're not used to really anything other than flat terrain, there's your mountain right there, right in your backyard. Really cool location. They have 150 home sites that they're gonna be building here. Stay tuned because I am gonna share with you 3 unique things about this community that are pretty special. And one of them is gonna play a big part in resale values. Definitely stay tuned to make sure you catch that. Now, along with their 150 home sites, they do have a nice community park. You've got walking paths. It's a really, really nicely laid out community. As I mentioned, you do have a lot of common space in the back of the majority of these homes. Like 90% of these home sites don't have a neighbor behind them. So I know for sure, for me, I value privacy. If I was shopping for a home in Northwest Tucson at this price range, mind you, these are some of the most affordable homes in Northwest Tucson, and especially in the new build selection. They are for sure some of the most affordable homes you're gonna find in Northwest Tucson. If I was looking for a house and Northwest Tucson was the area that I was considering, having a neighbor behind me, I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but I do think that it would be superior. I would prefer it because I'd have more privacy. I probably would have more confidence that my view would be sticking around longer, depending on, you know, if there was a community being built behind me at some point. Luckily, I've looked at the site map of this. They have quite a good little common area built in behind the homes. So most of these home sites, you don't have anything to worry about another 2-story house being built behind you or anything like that. You're always going to preserve most of your view, regardless of what may happen in the future and future development happening behind the community. Now, this community is located near Continental Ranch. Continental Ranch is a very popular master plan community in Northwest Tucson. It's not part of Continental Ranch, which I think for most people is a benefit. You don't have access to all of the Continental Ranch amenities. However, you are a close proximity to everything the Continental Ranch offers in terms of grocery stores, conveniences, gas stations, Walgreens. They've got a Starbucks now. So you're pretty close to everything, all the creature comforts that you would expect. Just a stone's throw away. HOA is very affordable at $60 a month. That covers your common area maintenance, your common area landscaping. It also covers your parks, walking paths, all that sort of stuff. This community is part of the Marana School District, which it is a highly rated school district in Southern Arizona. So do your research. If school districts are important to you, definitely check out the Marana School District. Also on this video, I'm not gonna share any incentives. If you want some incentives that are being offered specifically for this community, type in the comments price. I'll give you the current prices and the incentives. The reason that I'm not gonna share them with you in the video is because they change all the time and I wanna give you up-to-date information. I know you'll appreciate that because if I tell you what they are now, you could be watching this a month from now, 2 months, a year, and you're gonna be like, hey, those incentives, that's what I was basing everything on, and now they're completely different. So I don't wanna do that to you. Post in the comments, price, and I'll make sure I give you the up-to-date information. That way you can have accurate data. Now we're gonna tour this model home that they have here. This is the Opal, one of 4 floor plans that they have here. This is the biggest floor plan that they offer, 1,787 square feet. Ample size. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, which I personally think in our market, the 4-bedroom is kind of the new standard. Used to be, prior to COVID, a 3-bedroom you could get away with, but I think for resale value and just convenience, most homes have a home office, maybe even 2, plus a kid, grandmother, in-law, spare bedroom. 4-bedroom is now the new 3-bedroom. There are 4 floor plans that they offer, range in square footage from 1,326 square feet, which is the smallest, to this floor plan, the Opal, that we're gonna take a tour of very soon, 1,787 square feet. All their floor plans have 2 bathrooms and they include a 2-car garage, and they range between 3 and 4 bedrooms. Now, Meritage is a builder. They have 7 different interior packages to choose from that really make up the interior finishes, from the countertops that you have, to the flooring, to the color scheme, to the lighting fixtures, plumbing fixtures, all of that. Everything on the interior, the finishes that you see, exterior color, those are all packages, and they have 7 different packages. So keep in mind, the package that we're about to see that is modeled here is gonna be one of 7, but luckily they are building quite a few spec homes, which essentially means that the builder has predetermined, which pretty much means they've pre-specified what the interiors of these homes are already gonna look like. So that helps the building process start and cuts down on how long you have to wait for your home to be built. They have, say, 3, 4, 5 homes that are up for completion at a time. You can pick the floor plan that fits best for you, along with the interior finishes and the vibe that you're looking for on the interior. So if you didn't get a good look at the front of the house, I'll show you that real quick. Let me zoom out. Morning. Maybe afternoon now. So this is what the exterior of the house is going to look like. This is a very common type of exterior that you're going to see out here. Stucco finish. It's got pop outs over the windows and doors. Dual pane windows, very energy efficient. Tile roof. Those are very, very common out here. They do really well with our weather and the heat. They withstand and hold up pretty good as well. There is some maintenance with the roof, much like there is with most roofs. But you can see the 2-car garage. You do have a front porch that we'll enter in shortly. And this home is loaded with some very cool features that is unique to Meritage. And I'll point those out as we go through the interior. I think we are ready to take a glimpse inside. So let's go take a peek. So this is right off the front door. You're greeted by this nice foyer. This house has 9-foot ceilings throughout. Show you the front door there. Don't mind that little doorway off of the front. Because this is the model floor plan, that is the office. And so we'll take a peek in there when we look at the bedrooms. I'm gonna take you around the way that you would normally go through the house. You got a nice 8-foot door there as you come in. Lots of natural light. This floor plan is cool because all of your common area is oriented in a straight line. So if you like to entertain, if you have a family, if you've got kids, if you got little ones, it's really easy to keep an eye on them, what they're doing, what they're up to. I know that's always top of mind for me with our 2 little girls. But as I mentioned, Meritage has 7 different interior packages, design packages that you can choose from. This is one of their packages, and this is just an example of what their design studio can put together and what their packages look like. From your quartz to your countertops, from your quartz countertops to your cabinets, your flooring, your paint, your lighting fixtures. I always like to point out the lighting fixtures. There's some pretty cool lighting fixtures that we see in some of these new builds. These are nice, little, subtle, simple light fixtures. Lots of open space. 9-foot ceilings throughout, which is really nice, just kind of helps the space feel larger than it probably is. Some of the unique things I'll mention in the bathrooms, they've got some unique features with this house that they offer standard that are different. Since I work so much with new builds, this, like that slider for instance, that a normal slider would be about 6 foot in length, 6.5 feet. That slider's about 8 foot. So you get a little bit of oversized slider in the back, helps with natural light. You know, if you put some landscaping back there, it'd be pretty nice to sit on your couch here and be able to see right out your back door with a little bit more of a view. All these homes have tankless water heaters too. So Meritage has really hung its hat on energy efficiency. I'm gonna go through the house, and as I do, I'll point out what they've done to focus on energy efficiency within their homes. And first, we'll just take a quick look at the kitchen. White cabinets, you've got your stainless steel pulls, gas, slide-in oven range, all stainless steel appliances, really nice undermount sink, pretty standard in most new builds. This quartz countertop is really nice. I don't know if you can tell, but it does have kind of a grayish brown design in it. Got the microwave above the stove here. Look at some of your storage. You do have a pantry off of this floor plan. So this floor plan, just under 1,800 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom floor plan, which is pretty functional. I'll show you the bedroom sizes, pretty decent. Here's a look at the pantry, big pantry for this size house. The house we live in, me and my family, is a little bit smaller than this. We don't have a pantry, actually. We only have 3 bedrooms. So I think the way that they've utilized this space is really nice. If you look at your dining room space here, They've got a smaller dining room table in here. Honestly, I think you probably could fit a slightly larger table in there. If you wanted to go rectangular, you could easily do that. They've got a circular table set up in here. It looks nice. Might be a little undersized for this room. Maybe that's coming through on the video there. Couch, I'll give that couch just a quick sit. It looks pretty comfortable actually. Pretty squishy. Yeah, couch doesn't come with the house, but you know, one of the luxuries of buying a new build is maybe it's time for a new couch. New house, new couch. Here's a look at the living room. You've got can light, recessed lighting throughout. As you can see, it's just a straight shot right to the front door, which is pretty convenient, very inviting as you come in this floor plan. I'll take you through the primary first. So the primary bedroom, it is split floor plan. So we have 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on that wing of the house. And then we have the primary bedroom and ensuite that I'm gonna walk you through now. Pretty big master. Now, if you're like me and you like to have your paradise, your little escape, especially if you have kids, it's nice to kind of have your own little oasis. This room is ample size. King bed. You've got very oversized, long end tables. You've got a little seating area here in the corner. If you like to read, my wife likes to read. I don't claim to be a reader, but I do read occasionally. Actually, last year, 2024, was the year that I read the most books. So ask me a question. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I do enjoy reading, but I definitely don't read as much as I definitely don't read as much as the amount of books that I purchase. Let's put it that way. Look at the dual vanity, shower. Here you got a private throne room there with a door. And then here's a look at this walk-in closet. Check this out. So for the size house that this is, to have a walk-in closet this size is huge. This is a seriously large walk-in closet. Don't mind this. This is gonna be standard in all the houses. This is actually your low voltage panel. They call it your smart panel. This is where all of your internet, all of your telephone, all of your cable comes in. You can put your router, your modems, security, all that stuff is housed in here. So this isn't just unique to the model. This is very common in new builds. So you will see that. Another very common thing is you have an attic in this house. I'm going to show you one of the features that Meritage Homes does that's very unique. There is no other builder in this price range or in this quality that is including this feature, and I'll show you that soon. So we'll get to it as we continue to cruise around this place. Let me know in the comments what you think about this particular design package. You've got nice bright walls, the white cabinets, the countertops. One thing I wanted to mention, actually, let me go back in here real quick. It's subtle, probably can't even notice it in the video, but those vanities are executive height, which means they're a couple inches taller. If you are a tall person like me, or you appreciate not having to bend down as far to wash your face, wash your hands, whatever the case may be, this is a 42-inch vanity. So that's gonna be the executive height, which is gonna be a lot more convenient. Again, if you're tall, or let's just face it, if you wanna save your back a little bit, you don't wanna be bending over as much. If you're washing your face, your hands, cleaning the vanity, whatever the case may be, it's cool that they include that standard with this floor plan. As we walk into this other wing of the house, I wanted to mention that this community is including Carrier HVACs with all of their builds, which before they were including a Goodman system, both quality systems. I think anyone who does research on HVAC, you're probably gonna see that a Carrier unit is superior, and they're using a two-speed system, which is actually going to be more energy efficient. These Meritage homes have done everything to maximize the energy efficiency built into their homes. Now, for you as a potential buyer, what that means is hundreds or thousands of dollars every year on your utility bills, gas, electric. Those energy savings are going to be huge. One of the key factors to making that happen is this. If you look above my head, they've cut out this section of the roof so that you can get a look at what is a feature that they include. Now that is called spray foam insulation, and as you can see, that lines the entire roof, and it seals this house from the roof to the walls, anywhere that the exterior touches. That spray foam insulation is in place. So it's all in these walls. It's all in those ceilings. And in their summer months, this makes a huge, huge difference. Not only from the heat, keeping the interior of the house much cooler, allowing your HVAC system to work a lot less, reducing your energy cost bills, but it also keeps bugs out from the interior, which, yes, we do have bugs, ants, termites, we have cockroaches, you name it. We got the normal bugs. I wouldn't say that there's any more of an issue with bugs as anywhere else, but these homes are sealed up so tight that it is much more of a barrier for them to get in. The other thing is noise reduction. That spray foam insulation does a lot to insulate the house from noise, whether it be traffic, could be a neighbor that's throwing a party, could be people in the backyard talking, if you have sleeping babies, if you have neighbors' dogs, if you have anything that you're concerned about in terms of making noise, then spray foam insulation is a big deal. Here's a look at the bathroom. Dual vanities. Again, it's got the executive height vanity. Pretty standard bathroom in terms of the shower and tub. And then you also have this huge shelving system as well. Now these are the standard shelves that the builder builds with. These are just, composite wood with some simple brackets to hold them on the wall. But if you're a handy person, or if you have a little bit of a vision, this is a huge area to do something really cool. I mean, you could do a bit of an accent wall with a bench. If you wanted a little bench in here, you could put another vanity, like a makeup vanity. You could even enclose this. You could frame that in, and you could even turn this into more of a hidden closet if you really wanted to. So cool space. This is what the standard shelving looks like, but certainly there's a lot of space there. If you're creative or you have a vision of what a better use of that space may be, it's nice to have that extra space. Washer, dryer, fridge, and blinds are included in these homes. So they are move-in ready. You've got everything that you need to get keys and call this place home. Take a look at this bedroom. Try to get a better shot so that the sun isn't ruining it here. Another feature that Meritage does, which is really cool, is because the spray foam insulation is really encloses these homes so well. They have exterior air filtration systems. They actually bring in fresh air from the exterior to be able to keep fresh air moving, and that also helps with allergens inside the house being cleared out and keeping allergens from outside the house where they are as well, instead of blowing them inside the house. So this is a look at another bedroom, decent size. I think this is probably a full. I don't think that's a queen mattress. Could be, but still you've got large end tables, nightstands. Here's a look at the closets. Standard bypass door, standard closet there, plenty of space. And then this would be the fourth bedroom, but currently it's used as the office. Crystal, you could say hi.
Hi.
If you come into the office, you'll meet Crystal. She's one of the awesome site agents that works here. So that would not exist. That door would just be a wall, but you can see there's a closet there. You can kind of see the size of the bedroom here. Plenty of space. And then through here would be the garage. So another thing that I wanted to mention about Meritage is they do finish the garage, which is nice. Not every builder does that. In fact, a lot of the builders that I see don't do that. So it's nice to have a finished garage. Just gives it a little bit more of an upscale feel. So I figured I'd talk with Crystal real quick and just show you guys on the TV screen what the community looks like. So just like you were here in the office with us, you can see there's 150 sites altogether. You've got a couple parks. And as I mentioned, because of the way that these are oriented, there's really not very many lots that are going to back up to neighbors. You have, these 5 lots there, and then you have three lots, maybe 3.5 lots here. So you've got a lot to choose from. It's pretty cool how it's oriented with the park right in the middle, and you've got some tremendous views. Where would you say most of the incredible views are? Which lots?
Probably from 98 all the way down to 63.
Okay,
on
so
Summerstone Avenue.
98 all the way down here. Cool. So you've got lots of lots facing, what is that? West?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even section
138 to 150. So backyards are facing.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So now you have a little bit of a glimpse at how we're oriented here. Thanks, Crystal. I appreciate you showing us that. So there's definitely a lot to love about this community, from the price points to Meritage as a builder, what they offer, the way that their lots are oriented, their floor plans. This being the largest we just toured, this is an incredible 4-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan. And as promised, I want to mention 3 things about this community that are unique that you're really not going to find in any other communities. And one of them is for sure going to help you with your resale value, help protect that resale value. So the first one is there is a dog park going in. And you might have seen that on the map that I just showed you, but there's a dog park that's going in not too far away from the main park. That's pretty cool. If you're a dog person like me, your pets have a place to roam and run free, socialize, getting those dogs out and social. It's an important part, so let them be free. The next thing is all of their floor plans are single story. Now, that is a significant advantage. And I do think, based on my experience in real estate, you can see their building down there. When you get a mix of 2-story and single-story homes, oftentimes what happens is you're gonna get a discrepancy in the values. From an appraisal perspective, it's gonna limit the amount of views, it's gonna limit the amount of privacy, because you're gonna have 2 stories looking down into the yard of the single stories next to them, and maybe even looking straight into dining room windows from the second story. So because these are all single story, views are gonna be preserved. Privacy is going to be high. You've got some incredible views out here. You can start to see those views out in the distance. You definitely don't want to ruin those. So I think that feature, that all of these homes all 4 floor plans are single story floor plans, is definitely going to be huge when it comes to resale value and protecting your resale value. For most of the buyers that we help, that is part of the conversation that we bring up, because as some people may be really excited on the house, moving in, this next chapter, we help bring to the table, hey, what's next? Because nowadays, the forever home, it's a nice idea, but it's rare that people execute that. So we, as the people that are part of this big financial decision, we make sure that that's part of the decision making and part of the conversation, because we know that there's a high likelihood that sometime down the road, 7, 10 years down the road, resale value is going to be important, and that one feature for this community is going to be really important. All right, so the next thing that I wanted to mention about this community that is unique is Meritage is offering a guarantee now on the homes. Meritage is now offering a guarantee on the closing dates for specific homes. So If you own a house, if you're moving, if you're in a lease, if you've got a timeline in mind, it's ideal to have a guarantee because everything's gonna move a little bit smoother when you're able to anticipate some of the moving pieces of this next chapter of your life. Having helped so many people through this process, when we have things like a guaranteed closing date or a guaranteed completion date of a new build, that is a huge weight off of your shoulders and ultimately our shoulders as your real estate professionals to be able to plan accordingly. So there's the three things that are unique to this community. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up. It supports me, it supports our channel, and it lets us know that this is the type of content you like to see. So drop that thumbs up for us. And before you go, just as a reminder, if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the next 12 months, make sure we get connected. All of my contact information is in the description below. You can call, text, email, or schedule a free Zoom consult so we have a chance to meet face-to-face over Zoom. Until next time, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you around the neighborhood.